have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed, that all men are created equal.
It is often stated that art is life. At Hope Murals, we believe in the power of art to tell the story of life through our visuals. We've had a tremendous experience with addressing critical issues that affect everyone, but oftentimes are hard to discuss. Through the power of art, we try to create visual effects that engage people both mentally and emotionally. At the Latin American Association, they are able to change the trajectory of many of the lives that they affect by serving the Latin American community here in DeKalb County, Georgia. We are honored to be here in collaboration with DeKalb County School District to celebrate the story of the youth who have come to the United States in search of a better tomorrow through the sacrifices and courage of their parents and their families.
I am a data-driven person, and I can tell you that we are the #1 place for the Hispanic immigrant community to get resources. We have clients coming not only for our services, but asking for referrals to other resources. They trust the LAA. We have a very strong brand within our community clients. So we are the leader here in Georgia to provide those services to the Hispanic community.
This idea of creating a learning hub space, it just really captures the essence of us being able to be more flexible, creating spaces for students and families to be supported for the purposes of re-engagement. And so I think that is really the highlight or the backdrop of why the Learning Hubs project was initiated in the district.
Day 8, my brother, day 8. Putting in the work, pushing the paint, as they say. Final details, final stages, making it, all the little things that matter, that people oftentimes don't realize the layers involved in the magistry of Yera, the magic of Yera.
My name is Belkis Gonzalez, and I go by Yera, my artist name.
We are in the Latin American Association. We are actually completing a mural inspired by the kids of this community, titled Generaciones, which is also my story. I came to the States many years ago and was in that same journey. My family was in that same journey of situating themselves in a new place, in a new community, and it comes with its challenges, but it also allowed me as a young girl to see the resilience and the strength that my parents had to have every day. To come all the way to Atlanta and paint a mural and speak my truth and share my story, so it is very personal. I'm actually using my family's hands as the reference. Those are my dad's hands. This is my sister's hands. Those are my nephew's hands. And I wanted it for my mother to be the overall energy and spirit that connects us together, which, I would say she would be the pattern that is tying everything. We have, working hands that talk to sacrifice, talk to resilience, talk to strength. That's why I named them Soy la Fortaleza.
Soy la Esperanza, which means I am the hope, and essentially is represented by the youth hand, their commitment to education, to understanding the importance of education. And following to that, we have Soy el Futuro, which means I am the future, and it's more of the young adult hand with the accomplishment of a diploma, reaching their goal and bringing to fruition all the sacrifices that their past generation has done. As the final detail, we have the pattern, which very much correlates with the Latin American Association logo.
It's supposed to represent the timeline, the legacy that gets passed on from generation to generation.
I've been teaching for a long time, trying to entertain crowds of teenagers. You all are unbelievable at that. You had them engaged, and within about 45 minutes, we went from a kind of a tired group of teenagers, full day of school, to a group that had generated ideas, they had thought about their personal lives, and the fact that the ideas came from them.
Everything that my parents and the people before me, did for me to even have this opportunity to be standing and to walk on college campuses that no one in my family had ever walked through. So, the fact that it resonates with them as well was probably the most impactful part.
Yeah, something that did stand out to me was the word hope. When you said, what does hope mean to you? And then we were given a piece of paper, and then on the piece of paper we wrote what hope meant to us.
What advice would you give to yourself at 9th grade, by knowing everything you know now? Go back in time to when you were in 9th grade, your first year here. What advice would you give to your 9th grade self?
There's something that I'm still really bad at, but don't procrastinate.
Don't procrastinate, okay.
Yeah.
Be more organized, manage your time, but you realize the importance of it.
I want to thank the Cap County and Hub Murals for the availability and open-minded to work with us and allow the LA to be a place for them and for the community that we serve.
For Hope Murals, life is not about just the experience, but telling the story. We want our art to be impactful, to be engaging. Through the incredible skills of our executive artist, Yera, we have had the opportunity to share the journey of many of the young people who walked in through the doors of the Latin American Association, and particularly their commitment to success.
Me encantaría de alguna manera poder inspirar a la juventud. Me gustaría que reflexionaran en los sacrificios, o sea, en todo lo que ha ocurrido para que ellos pudiesen estar en este lugar.
You realize that many of us have more in common than we have differences. The desire to be educated, the desire to develop skills, and to pursue a career that can sustain us and allow us to provide for our families. So we welcome you to visit the Latin American Association building to not only come and view the art, but to experience the visual storytelling that transcends from generation to generation. We hope that you are inspired as much as we were inspired in creating it.